Welcome to Tech Talk on Tuesday, where we talk about all the techie tools that you need to run your online business.
Assessing those three areas will help you, will provide you with the conceptual framework for the kind of audience that you're looking to attract. Like I said, there's a method to the madness. And now we're going to start to dig in a little more, right? But now you're going to have some actual words, some actual visuals that you can go by as you build and construct your customer or your client avatar. So what you need to determine is the following. Of course, their age, their gender, their income, their family status. Is this person married? Are they single? Have they been divorced? Have they lived 50, 60 years and maybe never have been married? What this means is it's going to have a huge impact on their perceptions, how they perceive the world that they've created, their location, where they live, their environment. If they're living in the suburbs of a major city and they're always commuting, that could be very well a pain point for them. Having to deal with the traffic and going to and from work every day. What do they desire? What do they aspire to? What are their fears or frustrations? What other challenges may they be having? So as you're writing this out, you can construct a whole movie scene in your head. A woman 53 years old, single, children are outside the home. She's a widower. She lives in the suburb. She commutes to and from work in the city. Her desire, she has desires and she gets a spontaneous burst of energy and be motivated to do stuff. But she may have a fear of making a change that late in life. She feels frustrated because she knows she has greater potential, but she's not able to put it together. And those are her challenges. The books that she reads, they motivate her, but then she also reads these other kind of novels that keep her trapped into this world where she thinks it's just, what she's doing is escaping her reality. She gets on social media and she just watches, other people become successful or make these shifts and changes in lives. But her challenge is keeping her from doing it herself. How does she relax? Well, her relaxation could be from reading these fantasy novels, and she gets to escape her current reality. To her, that could be relaxing. To someone else, it could be terrifying, tense all the time. And that's a reaction to that. What are her likes and her dislikes on several different levels? So as I'm describing an avatar to you, can create this and see a visual of a real live person. As I was talking to just now, I could see this woman sitting on the train, sitting on the bus. You can even go in more detail. How does her hair color look? What are the type of clothes that she wears? What's that style like? What does that style look like? If you do that, you bring to life a real person. And then here's something that's really interesting because in a group where I've done this before, what happened at the end is the avatar was very similar to the person creating him or her. Be she male or female. Gender, it to some degree doesn't matter unless you go in that much detail. The owner or one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels, I was in one of his workshops once, and in there he asked a question. He said, let me see a show of hands of the people who have purchased XYZ and went through this particular funnel to get to that particular program on that weekend. And what happened was the hands that were raised, he said, okay, keep your hands up. How many of you that are standing went through another particular funnel? And so some people sat down. I think out of maybe 500 people, I'd say about 20% of them made it to the end of his little test that he was doing. And most of them, he's on the stage with a pair of khaki pants and a plaid print shirt with a t-shirt underneath and some loafers. The people that were standing were dressed similar, including the one woman. She had on a skirt and a print that was similar to his, but she just had the bottom of hers tied around her waist, and she had on some flat, comfortable loafers. So I thought, and they turned the camera around for us to see. And it's in one of his trainings. So if anybody ever came across that and actually witnessed that, it was the most amazing thing, because he had taken people through funnels, and enough funnels to where they ended up at a weekend boot camp. And of course, that's going to bring those numbers, the number of people at a boot camp. It wasn't 500, it was 100 people, because this was a $25,000 thing. So, but yes, the numbers got smaller and smaller as he was describing the different funnels, and only a few people were left standing, and they were similar to him. So just keep that in mind as you are constructing your avatar. Don't feel out of place or don't feel like something's wrong if this person has a lot of characteristics that are, that are close to yours.
That was Tech Talk on Tuesday. Join us next Tuesday when we talk about more techie tools that you can use to run your online business.